distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. This crowd, as we've come to expect in recent years, as loud as any in the NFL, and they get even louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Off play action. Durbin. He's going to flip one out here to his running back.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. Takes to midfield, but no further, just a yard there. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 43-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 3rd and 2, Durbin. They'll let it go deep for Beckham. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Looking to throw. Durbin. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Off the play fake. Durbin. Over the middle to Beckham. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They'll look back to throw on 3rd and goal. He'll find Clyde Edwards-Helaire. They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal. They'll go. It's Edwards-Helaire. And I don't think he got in. He didn't. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. So, Charles, you talk about this head coach and his future with this franchise. Look, it's been a frustrating year, and I think we saw some of that frustration boil over at his weekly press conference earlier in the week.
Yeah, he's trying to say all the right things, isn't he? But he's heard the rumors. He knows what's going on out there. And right now, he is tired of having to answer the question, are you on the hot seat, in every meeting with reporters. This week, he kind of said, I've had enough. And I don't blame him. He looks like a guy that may very well be out the door.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. On 1st down, Wilson. Flush to his right. That one taken in by Dwayne Eskridge. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now Wilson on 1st down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Anytime you sack Russell Wilson, that's a win for the defense. But to get him here on his opening drive of the ball game, that's a really big win for that defense.
And the goal every week, keep him in the pocket. Don't let him get to the perimeter, because when he's in the open field, not only can he hurt you, but also you lose sight of receivers downfield, and they'll hurt you with big plays.
Penny, a 1st down carry, and he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. He'll get this out wide to Penny. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and run for it with Penny. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Well, we'll see what his offense can do. And now the throw taken in by Chark, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Durbin. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 18.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Looking to throw. Durbin. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Edwards-Helaire trying to get to the goal line, but was going to be stopped just short at the 1. No gain on the play, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Again, Edwards-Helaire. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll try to run with Edwards-Helaire. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Clyde Edwards-Helaire. His first touchdown of the new season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
You know, if following up on this head coach and the pressure that he is under, CD, I want to switch it to you because you've been on winning teams, but I know you've been in similar situations too where things just are not going well. How do you approach that as a player?
It's a tough approach, Brandon, because you actually have to do the opposite of what you would think. You know, in your mind, you're thinking, I redouble my efforts, I go harder. In a sense, you have to back off a little bit. You have to do a little bit less. Do what you're supposed to do, but don't take on the pressures of doing more and trying to do your teammates' jobs as well. If you do that, that's really going to lead you to more issues.
He's trying to parlay that great performance last week, NFC Offensive Player of the Week in Week 2, into a great performance in Week 3.
And the way he was able to do it last week, he started off doing it again this week. Energy, the way he comes off the line of scrimmage, attacks the defense, sets them back on their heels, and he finds openings as a result.
Wilson's throw caught here by Metcalf.
There he goes, left side, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talked about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the next-gen stats are going to tell the story, and wow, what a story it is. Nearly a full 23 miles an hour. One of the fastest plays on record, folks.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off play action. Durbin. And the Seahawk defense gets to him and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Durbin.
That's complete to Peoples-Jones.
Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. To throw on third down, Durbin.
And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. And he's going to have a first down, and they get into field goal range here at the 29.
On first down, Durbin. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. Odell Beckham. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Durbin. Pressure comes and down he goes. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half.
Boy, Charles, that time he took a bad situation and made it worse.
Yeah, you're almost putting together a nice little song there, aren't you? Because it's something you'll see from young quarterbacks. They have that tendency to retreat backwards instead of stepping up in the pocket.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Cooper Kupp as time expires in the first half.
And the Jaguars will extend their lead here just before halftime. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now 21-7.
Both these teams going through their final adjustments before heading back out of the locker room. Time for us to go back out to Lumen Field, where we rejoin Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above all, play your game.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Wilson of the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Throwing is Wilson. Catch is made by Metcalf. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
There's another example what defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow.
Well, you normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. Following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. From the gun, Durbin. Shark's got it, left side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
A shotgun snap and a give to Edwards-Helaire.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Durbin. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session. But, Coach, I was throwing it to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
It's caught. Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
That catch is number 819 of his career. It ties him with Hall of Famer Steve Largent,
who did things largely below the radar. Not this guy. 819 catches. That speaks loudly in volumes.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Off the play fake. Durbin. He finds his target, Beckham. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 37.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Durbin. Open man right side is Sharp. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Complete to DJ Sharp. 10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the 27-yard line.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Now Edwards-Helaire. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And he's going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Looking to throw. Durbin. Over the middle, hauled in by Sharp. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. If they didn't have that penalty a moment ago, it'd be a first down. Still a nice 13-yard pickup. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. So they need 2 yards here on 3rd down. Remember, they're already 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars might be headed to the win column for the first time this season as they add on to their lead. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. Running right through him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Wilson. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Wilson. Leaves it for Penny. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Steps away to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher, 3rd and 6.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark, because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Edwards-Helaire. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now they try the right side here. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in Seattle, but for my money, this is the loudest and most difficult place to win in the league when you're on the road.
It's very hard. The fan support, off the charts. The way that they make noise and understand when to make noise, they understand the game as well as anyone. And how about what we get in our media packets when we start preparing for the game? They have it in their own stuff, right? The number of offsides penalties, false start penalties that they draw draw against the opposing team because of that fan support. And last but not least, they designed the stadium to keep the noise in, and it works.
But not in this one. They were able to somehow come in here and get that victory. So for the Jaguars, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.